So in last week's video, you guys saw that we put an offer on a beautiful RV park, and at the last moment, it was taken from us.
Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. I decided.
We didn't get it. Somebody else did. We were devastated. And it wasn't necessarily because we put a ton of time into it. Yes, we put a ton of time into it. But mostly is because we had this dream that we're gonna bring all these families together.
Seriously, we could taste it, this adventure place for you and your families and loved ones. But also personally for me, I felt like I let God down. We had all of these little and big miracles leading up to this moment. And it was kind of like he gave it to us on what's better than gold? On the best Bitcoin platter. Literally, we lost it because we took too long.
So anyway, we're really sad, and Bryce is like, I don't feel like this is the end of the road for us. I feel like this is a blessing in disguise, and it's preparing us for something else, something bigger, something better. We're not done learning here. And I'm like, I trust you. That's cool. Let's see what happens. No joke. That next week, we wake up and we get a call from a realtor.
Yeah?
Hey, I have the best news ever.
Uh-huh.
Better RV park, and it checks all the boxes.
Really?
And it's in a beautiful location.
So quiet here.
I love it. I love it so much. Oh man, it's gorgeous here, guys. It is so gorgeous.
There we are. There's the current RVs. 12 sites there.
If we get this place, we could literally create so many adventure memories for so many families. So I have this mentor and really good friend, actually. We were talking and he said, Bryce, those who learn the lesson the first time progress much faster than those who have to learn the same lesson over and over and over. This RV park literally checked all the boxes. It was better in every way. The location, beautiful. It's 4 times bigger. It's way cheaper. We're able to expand how we want to and create this type of setting in a beautiful location for all of you guys. So we didn't waste time. We put in an offer lower than asking price, and they accepted.
But we can't celebrate yet. It's not until it's
Yeah, there's anything we learned, it hasn't happened until it happens. But we are doing things different this time. This time in our offer, we asked for 60 days due diligence, which is plenty of time. It's all gonna go well, as far as we know.
There's 2 huge problems. The first one is financing. This is how much money we need for the RV park from the bank. And this is how much money the RV park has been making the last year. That's not a lot.
No.
Can I have some?
You're not making enough money. But should you make money, you can have some of mine. Okay?
Like a true bank.
Now the reason the campground was not making a lot of money is because the owners mostly used it for family and friends. So not a lot of income was coming in.
Let's cut to the chase. We went through 8 banks. 8. Each said no. While we learned that banks like to invest in history, credit unions like to invest in potential.
So we did find a credit union that said yes, and they were excited about the potential. They saw the vision that we had, and they have, at this point, 45 days to get it taken care of. The next problem, though...
It's the first winter.
Let's explain.
The winters here are beautiful. It's
yeah.
winter wonderland, just great location. And the RV park's gonna eventually be open in the winter. But we are expanding in the RV park, which means it's gonna be a construction zone. And because it's gonna be a construction zone, we won't have electricity, we won't have water, we basically won't have full hookups. And when you have 2 little kids, you can't live like that in the winter. So if it was just us, if you guys have seen our videos before, we could rough it, we could do it. But thinking about our girls, not ideal. I think I found the solution for this winter. It's a little crazy, it's not like our norm, but I think I found a house. It's by the RV park. It's in the cutest little neighborhood. I'm gonna show Bryce this house and see what he thinks.
And because this RV campground was so much cheaper, it worked out finance-wise where we were able to qualify to get a home next to the RV park.
We decided to put in an offer. Call a realtor, super excited. They had signed $45 minutes before.
Sound familiar?
Except I wasn't laughing. I broke down and was hysterically crying.
Yeah.
It was a rough day.
That was just like a very quick, short. It was a rough day. It was a horrible day for Nels.
Got lots of tears.
Yeah, it was really hard.
Some fighting words on the phone with, anyway.
But at this point, I realized, okay, I just need to focus on the RV campground. So even though we lost the house, I'm going to be consumed by making sure everything goes right to get the RV park.
But I still feel like we're gonna get it.
But they signed.
But you gotta follow your gut feelings that you feel.
So there's Nelly not wanting to give up on this idea of the house. And I am consumed with making sure we get the RV park, because no matter what, you guys know this, if you bought a home or anything, they tell you things are good. It's not done and good until you get it. It's all going really well. Like, everything's going so well that 30 days later, what happens now?
To the day we got the house.
You ready to go see it, Indy? Maybe you ready to go see inside? Yeah, are you sure?
This is our house. Wow, this is our new house.
Do you like it?
I will explain this in another video, but miracles happened. The last day, the buyer pulls out. They contact us immediately, and I'm like, do not put it on the market. Do not put it on the market. We will buy it. We want it. Do you remember that? We weren't together, and I called them, and I was like, guess what?
Yeah, it was a crazy day.
Sorry, I'm screaming, but it was a great moment.
Yeah.
You trust here and here, you guys. Trust it.
There was so many things going for us there. Buy the RV park. It's like, okay, this will be a good home base for family when they come and stay with us to help us build the RV park. And as you guys know, when the pandemic hit, there was so much up in the air, and a lot of RV parks even had to close temporarily.
Guys, we were like in the middle of Nevada having a breakdown because we're like, where do we go? What do we do? All the stores are selling out of food. We have 2 children. Like, it was just, we actually had 1 child, but I was pregnant, and it was a nightmare.
1 child is how they say it in America. But I think in the UK too. Let's just show you the house. Okay, oh man. Yeah.
Where was your room?
Whoa. Okay.
This is your and Indy's bathroom.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
The house comes with raspberry bushes here.
So we're absolutely thrilled. We have a place to stay warm this winter while the RV campground turns into construction zone, a place for family to stay next year.
And then the worst thing that could happen happens.
The bank called Dad. They said they need more time. Dad said we're closing some days. The bank said we still need more time. Dad said have more time. The bank says a lot of times. Mom and Dad were not happy. They were mad, real mad.
We weren't
not like really
no,
mad. We handled it. It was a hard time, and Evelyn's very perceptive. So there we were, stuck. We'll send an addendum, this happens all the time, and we asked for an extension for the bank. Well, the seller responds the next morning saying, I'm not gonna extend. If you don't sign by this date, I'm just gonna relist it. This was my average screen time that week because I was on Google and on the phone all day,
constantly,
all week, with all sorts of money lenders and different people.
So then we're like, you know what? Let's just go meet him face to face. Let him see our eyes that we really want this. So we go and see him.
We basically said, look, if you will extend 4 weeks, that's what the bank says they need. What do we need to do for that to happen? He says, if you put down more earnest money, hard, so if it doesn't close, you lose that earnest money, then we'll do it.
So by this point, you guys, we have $15K down hard. They want another $35K down in order to extend, which means we now have $50,000. And if we don't pull through, we lose all of that money. This
was money we were planning on putting into the down payment anyway, but now it's hard. So if it doesn't close,
we just lose it.
It's gone. That was a very stressful contract to sign. Like, just even the terms, it said, if it doesn't close for any reason by this date, all the earnest money is lost. So we signed. A week into those 4 weeks, the credit union contacts us and says, hey, we actually can't get this done in the 4 weeks that we said we could. We need another like 6 weeks beyond that. And we're just like,
We can't.
why?
So to recap, we just bought a house next to the RV park, literally in an area we don't know to be by our dreams. That may no longer happen, and we just put all our hard-earned money, savings, the rest of it,
into this earnest money that might just dissipate. I mean, it'll go to the owners. And we have 3 weeks left to figure out how to get financing from a new credit union, maybe. Remember the last option in the last video where there was the guy who was gonna loan us money for a few days? That was because a bank was already involved. Now they're all out. We have no idea what to do at this point.
But that's not where the story ends.
Why were you mad?